Hello, it's Kev Randall. This is the final question on the OCR Core 1 Maths, AS Maths from June 2007. It's to do with solving an equation to start off with. So we've got this equation, 3x squared minus 14x minus 5 equals 0. And we'll look at the ways we could solve it. We could use the formula, but let's try and factorise it. It probably factorises. If we have two brackets there to factorise it, first of all, 3x squared, we haven't got much choice there. It's got to be 3x and an x, so we'll put the 3x in the first one, the x in the second one. Then we'll look at the constant term, which is minus 5. Now we know it's got to be minus 5 plus 1 or plus 5 minus 1. And there are 4 arrangements actually. A little bit of fiddling, a little bit of trial and error will give us 3x plus 1 multiplied by x minus 5. Just check that out. 3x times xx, 3x squared minus 14x minus 5 equals 0. Yes, wonderful, it works. So if 3x plus 1 equals 0, then that gives us x equals 1 over 3 for one solution. And the other one is if x minus 5 equals 0, then x is equal to plus 5. So and that's 3 marks just for spotting that factorisation. Second part 2 says sketch the curve. I've roughly sketched it earlier on. There's a y-axis, there's the x-axis. Showing the intercepts. There are 3 intercepts we've got to show. The first one there is the first solution, there is minus a third. That's one intercept. The second one is that one, which is plus 5. And the third one is the intercept on the y-axis. And we need to do just a little bit of calculation to find that. So there we've got y equals 3x squared minus 14x minus 5. The intercept on the y-axis comes when x equals 0. So if we substitute x equal to 0 in there, we'll get y equals 0, 0 minus 5. So that third intercept for 3 marks is on y equals minus 5. So that's sketch the curve. You get marks for the 3 intercepts and for the symmetry of the curve. That's for another 3 marks. Section 3 is find the value of c for which that line y equals 4x plus c is a tangent to the curve. Well, we can equate the quadratic. 3x squared minus 14x minus 5 to the 4x plus c. Because the line y equals 4x plus c touches the curve 3x squared minus 14x minus 5. So as it touches the curve, because it's a tangent, we know there's only one solution. Just rearrange that, get 3x squared minus 18x minus 5 minus c, minus 5 minus c equals 0. And because the line is a tangent to the curve, it only touches it once, so there's only one solution. So if we hark back to our knowledge of the discriminant, we'll know that for that quadratic there, because there's only one solution, then, or a repeating solution as we say sometimes, b squared equals 4ac, so b squared minus 4ac equals 0. That's a, that's b, and that is, just put the bracket around c. So we substitute for a, b and c, and there, and we'll get minus 18 squared, that's the b squared, minus 4 times 3, that's 4a times c. Now I've put c inside a bracket because there's a couple of negatives there and it might just get a little bit tricky. You've got to be careful not to drop a sign with this. The only difficulty, it's not really a difficulty, is there's a danger of dropping a sign. And if we work all that out and just collect terms, we'll find that c equals minus 32. And there are 6 marks for that. There's another way of doing it involving differentiation. I think that's probably the most straightforward. So there's a total of 12 marks. And that completes the June 2007 paper.